Now, in previous videos, we've spoken about the stop loss order, and I want to talk to you about how we can use the stop loss order in order to manage our risk on each and every trade that we do in the Forex markets. And this is a technique that we use, and it's called position sizing. Now, position sizing is a great technique in order to enable you to grow the account more effectively over time, but also protects the account when you're having a losing streak, which is inevitable when you are trading. Now, the best way to describe how this works is with an example. We'll pick one here. Imagine we have an account with a starting balance of, say, $10,000. Okay, and we're going to risk on this strategy 1% per trade. Now, remember when we discussed compounding, using a percentage of the account is the most effective way to grow the account and protect the account when you are in losing periods. So in this example, we'll just use 1% as an arbitrary number. So 1% of 10,000 from our opening trade will give us a maximum risk that we're prepared to accept on this first trade of $100. But clearly, as the account balance changes, so will the 1% of the balance change, and that will change every trade. Okay, now let's assume that we are going to be trading the euro against the United States dollar. Now, the euro against the United States dollar has a lot valuation, giving us $10 per pip. So every time the euro dollar moves, is moving up or down by $10 if you're trading one standard lot. Okay, so now let's go to a price chart. Let's assume we have a trading strategy, and a trading strategy basically is a series of rules of entry, rules of exit, and so forth. We're implementing this strategy. The euro is doing what it's doing, and our strategy now tells us we need to buy at this level here. Gives out a buy order or buy signal. So we're buying at this level here. Okay, that's a buy order. Okay, now when we place a buy order, our corresponding stop loss order has to be below where we bought it. So clearly we want the market to go up in value because we bought it. But if the market was to go down in value, we've basically called the trade wrong. We're losing money. At some point, we want to stop losing any more money, and we put our stop loss order in where we are, where our maximum loss should be. Now, for example, on this strategy, our stop loss order could be somewhere down here. Of course, the rules of your strategy will determine where you need to place your stop loss. Now, in this example, this could be, say, for example, 100 pips away. So we want the market to go up. If it goes down 100 pips, we're out of the trade. We'll be instantly exiting the trade via the broker platform. This is 100 pips. Okay. So clearly, we're not able to trade one standard lot here, because if we were to do one standard lot, which is $10 per pip, and we lose 100 pips, we'd be losing $1,000. That's way too much. We're only allowed to risk 1% of the account, which is $100. So we can't trade the full lot size. We need to reduce that. We need to reduce it 10 times. Okay, so we need to reduce the lot size that we're going to trade on this opening trade of the strategy to 0.1 of a lot. 0.1. So if the market moves against us 100 pips, we lose 100 pips, we're going to lose maximum of $100. Now let's assume, for example, that the strategy actually had a stop loss down at 200 pips further away. Okay, so it's now much further away. Okay, are we able to use the same lot size as we did with the 100 pip stop? No. Again, we have to reduce it further, because if we lost 200 pips at 0.1 of a lot, we'd be losing $200. Okay, and that's too big. So we need to reduce that lot size even further because we're only allowed to lose $100 on this. So we need to reduce this down even further. In fact, we'd have to reduce that down to 0.05 of a lot. So you can see here, as the stop distance increases, the lot size has to decrease as well to maintain the same risk exposure of 1% of the account. And you can clearly see as the account grows in value, then the risk will be also growing. Okay, and as the account falls in value in losing periods, then the 1% stays the same, but the actual dollar risk will also decrease in the losing periods. Now, I know this all sounds quite complicated, all these different numbers and so forth, and indeed all the different currency pairs have different pip valuations, but we've got a great tool. You can access that, details below the video here, but do make sure you check that out, and do make sure if you want to succeed in this business you exercise or you implement position sizing on your trading, because it's the only surefire way that you're going to grow an account over time and protect it in drawdown periods.